I'm Rob King. Today we are going to do our latest edition of Meet the Team. We had a new reporter hire, so we're going to bring in Allison Martinez, learn a little bit about her. Allison, how are you?
I'm good. How are you doing?
Good. Allison, let's just start from the beginning. Where are you from?
I'm from Ventura, California. So Southern California, about LA-ish area.
Got it. And where did you go to school? And did you go to college for broadcast? Was that your goal when you went in?
Yeah, I went to Washington State, go Cougs, and I kind of discovered in high school that I really had a passion for broadcast, so I chose WSU because of that. But also, I kind of wanted to go out of state and experience something different, seasons for once in my life, and yeah, Washington State was just the perfect reason to do all of that, and I'm so happy with my choice.
Absolutely. And we have a couple Monroe
Yeah.
graduates in our newsroom, so that must be
Uh-huh.
nice. And did you enjoy your
Definitely.
time living in the Palouse?
I did. It's very unique just because everything over there is just all about WC, which was really fun. Definitely made me appreciate just the people that were there and the school because, it's not like there's a ton of crazy things going on, so it's nice to just have a good community.
Absolutely. I remember getting blown away just by the amount of trees there were when I moved here. I was like, oh, they're everywhere. So you mentioned that you did go to school for broadcast. So this is your first job
Yes,
out of college. How are you
it
liking
is.
Spokane? Had you been to Spokane before you moved here?
I have been to Spokane previous to moving here, really only to go to the airport from Pullman. So I've driven through a couple times. I went downtown once, but nothing too crazy. But after I graduated, I came up and visited for a weekend and kind of got a better feel of all the different neighborhoods. But yeah, I've really been liking it so far. Every single person I've met has been so nice, which has just been very comforting as someone who's not familiar with the area.
Absolutely. Everyone's been so kind, and
Hmm.
I think we have a pretty warm and open newsroom as well. As far as
Definitely.
newsrooms go, certainly.
Yes, definitely. I feel everyone has been so helpful. I feel like I can go up to anyone and ask a question and they just would be awesome.
Awesome. And then how has reporting been? You didn't train for that long, and then you really hit the ground running. You're doing
Yeah,
stories, you're on TV. How's it been going?
it's been really good. It's been a bit of a whirlwind, but it's been awesome. Yeah, definitely it helped. Just everyone in the newsroom has been very helpful, and then also just out in the field, every person that I've interviewed, they've asked about me, and I've told them, oh, I just started, and everyone has just been really encouraging. So it's been really exciting, and I'm looking forward to getting more comfortable, and yeah, just continuing to tell stories.
Awesome. Well, do you have any hobbies, any pets?
I have two dogs at home. They're not with me, sadly, so I'm just living through pictures. But I have two dogs. One's a pug beagle mix named Sadie, and then the other dog, we have no idea what she is, but she's this big, and her name is Biggie.
Awesome. And how long have you had both those dogs?
I've had Sadie for I want to say 8 years, and then Biggie is a recent addition. But
And
it's
do
funny,
you
she's the
have
little
any
dog.
photos handy?
Ah, I don't know if I do.
Oh, no.
I'll have to put them somewhere.
That's
But
okay.
they're hilarious. I can paint the picture. So Sadie is the big dog and Biggie's the tiny dog, but Biggie runs the house. She eats first. She gets everything. It's
That's how
funny.
it goes. Usually the little one's the sassy one.
Yeah, exactly.
So what sort of stories do you like to cover when you go out? Are you more into sports reporting, or do you enjoy crime? Do you enjoy personal interests? What do you like?
Yeah, I guess personal interests, human interest stories is kind of my favorite little section. Yeah, I feel I love stories that are uplifting or that are kind of like a feel good type of note. That's definitely my favorite. But yeah, it's been really cool. Just I've done a lot of. I was at Hoot Fest, which was super fun because it was just great energy all around. So yeah, those kinds of stories are my favorite.
Yeah,
But
Hoop
yeah.
Fest, that was my first one as well. That was there were basketball courts in every nook and cranny of downtown
Yeah.
Spokane. That was wild.
Uh-huh. It was my first one too, and I've heard about it before, but I had no idea, just how epic it is. It was really fun.
Awesome. So what are your career goals? Do you want to keep reporting? Do you want to move to anchoring? Do you want to stay in news altogether? Do you have or are it still too new? Do you not know?
Yeah, I've always wanted to be a morning anchor as kind of my end goal. I grew up and my dad was watching the news every morning, our local news, and I just loved that they kind of like set the tone for the day. Regardless of, what they're reporting on, I just thought the morning anchors I grew up watching, I just loved, and they just set me off for a good tone for the day. So I'd love to do that. And our morning anchors here are great too, which kind of gives me an extra little motivation to do that one day down the line. But yeah, I've also been kind of learning weather a little bit, which I'm really excited about and would love to continue to learn and kind of see if that's a possibility as well.
Absolutely. Sometimes you start and you find it along the way.
Mm-hmm,
And that's
definitely.
good that if you want to do mornings, you like feel good stories because that's typically when those stories would go is,
Right.
people like to start their day with a nice story.
Exactly. Absolutely.
Awesome. Well, Allison, is there anything else you want people to know? And then where can they follow you on social media?
Yeah, I just want to say it's been such a great experience so far, and I'm so excited to hear more about the Spokane community and just get my footing. And yeah, everyone's been great. But you can find me on Twitter at Allison Allison Mart TV. Yeah, and Facebook is Allison Martinez KXLY. I have a page. But yeah, and if you see me or you feel free to email me with any story ideas, that is the greatest email I could probably get is someone with a story idea. But yeah,
Someone brings the idea to you.
yes,
That saves a lot of the legwork.
exactly.
Awesome. Well, Allison, thank you so much for your time. I appreciate you taking the time, and welcome to Spokane.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. Appreciate it.
So like Allison said, you can follow her on Twitter. We will be sure to tag her in the post that we'll post later. If you missed some of this interview, we will have the full thing up at KXLY.com and KXLY Plus. Be sure to download KXLY Plus to your connected TVs. That's Apple TV, Amazon Fire, and Roku. You can also download the 4 News Now mobile app and turn on notifications so you get the latest in breaking news. We will have a KXLY Plus daily rundown coming up in the 12 o'clock hour and 4 News Now at 5 tonight. So be sure to tune in. Thank you, Allison, for joining me. But for now, live in studio, I'm Rob King for KXLY Plus.